Hey, Bougie Gang. Welcome. Guys, thank you so much. You guys are spoiling me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey guys. What's going on? Hey everybody. I hope I have enough light on because I feel like the green screen feature is not working amazing. Thank you to a wonderful who just sent me something. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who sent me a Cash App. You guys are like, what? Girl. Oh, I did get my nails done. It took me longer than oh. It's a shame. It's I guess because they're kind of my nails still look my cuticles still look a little dry. It's not the best manicure, I'm not gonna lie. I did pay $100 uh pedicure and a manicure. You would think that a manicure was like a big fucking deal now, like legit just a manicure. But it's just it's just a manicure, just a regular ass manicure. And no powder, no gel, no nail polish. Can I get bubble bath, please, on my nails? I just want OPI bubble bath. I mean, I was like, I can run next door to Target if you want me to. Thank you, India. Thank you for supporting. Thank you to B. Williams. Thank you to Rita, dropping them coins. Thank you, Glorious. Thank you. Cash App just dropped. Thank you, y'all. I might have to go get another Versace robe. There was a year. Let me be quiet. One year you guys treated me to a Versace robe, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. It was the year that I had COVID, and I guess you guys were worried about me because your girl was not on Scotch bonnet. Thank you so much. That I don't know. I could not even get my head off the pillow. It was hard. I think I went more than my like I could not. And when I looked at my Cash App, girl, I ordered myself that mustard yellow. Um, and I love it. I still love it. Thanks to Bougie Gang. Bougie Gang did that. Um, you guys, let me show you. If you watched Baby, someone's gonna be mad today. You know there's pocket watchers in the mist, but we don't care. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys are spoiling me, and I love it because it makes me feel good. I love it when you guys show up, absolutely, and when you guys spoil me, it's like, oh, thank you so much. Let me show you what my husband gave me this morning. Happy birthday, uh, fellow Jersey native. Who else traveled south? Okay. I love, don't like seriously. The South can give you a little Jersey. Just walk with me. There's another YouTuber who I love, who I have followed for a long time. She's a sis, and she just moved from Jersey down south, and I can tell she loves it. I don't even have to ask her. Um, it has some qualities. It definitely has qualities that you're used to growing up in New Jersey, and the Cash App is Cash Apping. Thank you so much, you guys. Girl, it's a Bougie Gang birthday. Do you guys want to cut the cake now, or do you want to cut it later? I'm gonna have a cake later. That's the cake my husband and my daughter are doing, and I'll probably go live. I don't know if I'm going to go live on Instagram. Even if I go live on Instagram, I'll upload it over here. But that's my I bought a cake for us. But do you guys want to do it now or later? I went to Jersey Mike's. I bought a sub and a tub. So basically, it's like your favorite sub, but no bread. And they put mayonnaise on it. I was just like, is that a thing? Uh, You're in Georgia? Okay. I love it down here. When I lived in Texas for a long time. Well, not a long 5 years. That was long enough. I was in my 20s to say a long time. And I love Texas. My sister actually lives in Texas and she loves it. But she's going to be leaving. One of her sons is at A&M, Texas A&M, and I guess eventually, maybe in 2 years, is going to go to Miami. Um, I do mayo on a sandwich, but not mayo on a salad. But I think I can get it off. If I can't, I'm just going to put some red wine vinegar on it and call it a day. They may force me to put it in bread. I was trying to, because bread doesn't like me very much. I love it, but it doesn't love me. So I'm trying to avoid it. I don't know why I'm getting this. Let me turn my. Is that might be a little better. I feel like it's washing me out some. Let me show you guys my necklace. You guys can't see it really good. I guess I'm so proud of my necklace. I love it. I told my husband, I was like, thank you so much. I love my necklace. He gave it to me first. The girl, 5:30, I heard Farah coming down the hallway. I'm like, what are you doing up so early? And she was like, just stay in bed. And I was like, okay, girl, you don't have to tell me. Sis, I don't mind being showered. Thank you, Miss C 60 Virgo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All of you guys, a sis wrote me over the weekend to tell me how much she loved Midnight Run. Um, I wrote her back, but guys, if you haven't seen Midnight Run, watch it over the weekend if you have nothing else to watch. Rita, Glorious, B. Williams, India, Scotch Bonnet, thank you for making it official. Um, Courtney or K. Oh, K Journey. Why did I see in the back of my head I was thinking Courtney. K Journey, thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. And another Virgo. Thank you. It's Virgo season every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let me show you. And everyone, your birthday wishes mean so much. I don't even know what to say. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me show you. And I have on too many necklaces. Oh my god. I'm almost kind of like a little hot, but my braids are still super tight, so that's a problem, but same here, gluten intolerance. I'm insulin resistant. Okay. Which is fancy for type 2. I was like, babe, I'm gonna wear it every single day. I'm not taking it off. Just my wedding ring. I'm not taking it off, even though sometimes I do take it off because it's a long story. It's white gold. And it's white gold has nickel in it, and I have nickel dermatitis. So it bothers me sometimes. Most of the year, I would say 70 to 80% of the year, I'm fine. But there's some times where it flares up and it's painful, believe it or not. But regular gold does not bother me. Um, Thank you, poor nasty, poor nasty. Oh, poor nasty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I don't even know what to talk about today unless we're just talking. Um, I was thinking about there was a video I wanted to react to. Um, and I guess we could go take a look at it. So I was trolling on Instagram. I'm gonna say it real quiet. So I was trolling on Instagram and Jen, the bride to be, um, the bachelorette, uh, posted to her Instagram. So apparently this friend might be in Paris. So I was like, okay. And then I've been checking to see others' pages to see who's posting in Paris, to see when we're going to get a little update of the nuptials. I'm hearing that it's the 14th. Are you guys hearing it's on the 14th? Because her birthday is next week. Her birthday is like the 16th or the 17th. Let's see. And I did hear about Diddy's other lawsuit, and I haven't spent like 5 minutes looking it up. I'm going to be honest. I heard about it. But I have not done any reading yet or anything. I watched one report on TMZ and that was it. So I can't really talk about it because I don't know too much other than this is this is what he's dealing with right now. Okay, so September 17th, she was born in 74. She's so pretty. I just can't stand it. She's such a pretty woman, but good luck, Jen. Good luck, Jen. Y'all are really showing up and I appreciate that so much. You guys are so sweet. Let me see. Sherry Berry, what's going on? 504. Thank you. India, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to address all the cash apps when we're done and I will do my little cake or manicure emoji so you know that I got your cash app. What's Sarah up to? You want to talk about that? Okay. You guys don't normally want to talk about that on like a regular. We can talk about Sarah. So, you did? No, you're fine. I got it. It's all the same. It's all $Bougiegang. It's all the same. I got yours this morning. Thank you. I just didn't want to call out everybody's name because people are, there's the pocket watchers in the bushes that get mad. But these are my friends. Okay. If you get mad because my friends are showing me love, well, go get some friends, right? Hello. Okay. Make some friends. Okay. I got it. Thank you, sis. Check your notification because I think I sent you back a cake stating happy birthday. Yay. Let me see. I don't like to announce names. But if you guys are cool with that, um, yes. Um, I wish I had everybody's phone number just to say, give a personal thank you. Um, but you guys, y'all are so sweet. Get your okay. Period 504. They're watching. Okay, all of you who sent me something, I'm going to address them when we're done so I can give the proper emoji. Happy birthday. Today is my mom's birthday. Girl talking about some true Virgos. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I feel like I almost feel maybe it's not, I'm not correct, but I feel like the 12th, like this time zone of Virgo, like dead center Virgo, where you're not this and you're not half of that. I feel look at a Virgo trying to be the Virgo, right? I feel like at a certain point, and any of you into astrology probably can tell me if I'm right about this or not. I just feel like people who are dead center of their astrological sign give that astrological sign the most. Um, is it Edwanda Jackson? Let me put down the phone. Do you guys want to call in? And we'll just talk about, you guys throw out some questions and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Now, as far as Sarah's concerned, we need to do a whole live about that. And it's about time for it too. Let me see. It didn't drop into YouTube for some reason. Okay, there it is. There's the call in. If you guys want to call in, you are welcome to do so. I'll probably let me see. Let me look up the docket real quick. Y'all, I have got to share. Y'all need to watch the docket. They played an interview, excuse me, with Jennifer Soto. I talked about it earlier. It was 3 hours. It's 2 interviews. It's it's February 29th and March 1st. See, when I'm on camera, you guys actually get a feel for how much I actually really talk with my hands, and which means that I'm expressive, right? Like that emoji. Um and it makes me very aware of myself. So, what are your thoughts on Mael Organic scandal? Now, what's the scandal? Now, only thing I know about Mael Organics is that she sold her company to someone, right? And people are feeling a way about it. That's all I know about it right now. Hey, how are you? Hi, Sanders. How's it
Oh,
going?
hey, I didn't even know I was on the stage yet. Hey, how are you? Happy birthday.
How are you?
Well, I should be asleep, but I couldn't sleep today. You kept me up this morning. Your voice
Oh,
normally puts me to sleep, but you were just
okay.
so happy and
Oh my
excited
God.
that I became like excited too. I went for a
I transferred
walk.
my energy.
Yes, I'm like, I'm
I
supposed to
did.
be asleep, but I have not went to sleep yet and I work tonight, but it'll be fine.
So
Um,
you work night shift. You work like
I
overnight. Are you like 7 to 7
I
or
am. I'm 7 to 7.
okay?
But I'm a day person by nature, and like
Okay.
my spirit, it transfers at night too. I thought
Okay.
it, but I'm usually fine, and I didn't work yesterday, so I'm good.
What
Um,
type of nursing do you do?
I work in a NICU, neonatal
Okay.
intensive care.
Yes.
I
I
talked
have an
about.
uncle who's a neonatologist.
Ooh, that's so.
Yes.
It's so
hmm
cool, especially because
hmm
I'm like the level 4, and I've seen the effects like seriously of mothers who've given birth to babies that probably would not have received resuscitation prior to the abortion rules. And just seeing, I mean, I'm not trying to bring anyone down, but this is
Oh
part
no.
that I just absolutely
You see the
love.
most serious
I
patients.
know serious patients, yes.
hmm
They're all over, not shipped, but in a way, air flight all over the world to me. And it's a great experience, and I'm just grateful for it, the opportunity.
Absolutely. You're saving lives.
Well, I try to.
Yeah, absolutely.
I try with
Absolutely.
our team. But I really just want to say thank you because I mean you definitely like at work at times I'm just trying to stay stimulated because I need stimulation constantly. Just to stay mentally alert. And I'll pop you in at times and I'm walking around or I may be doing cares, after like charting after cares and just your voice alone, it allows me to expand my vocabulary. I was thinking last week you had said a word and I'm like, oh my gosh, I really need to increase my vocabulary because I had to go and look the word up to understand how to properly use it in a complete sentence. And I'm just so enthralled to be part of this community, and I'm glad
Oh,
you've accepted me. I'm using New Jersey terms now. I
period.
never ever said scram. And when I heard you say that, I said immediately, I am telling my dog scram. I'm saying midnight scram. She looked at me twice, like, what are you saying? She had no clue.
Scram is like nice for get the F out of here.
She was
Scram
like,
is what you say to kids, but to an adult, you'll say get the F out of here. Chef, I think I saw you. Hold on just for a second, okay? Or call back. I think Chef dropped off, but Chef, come back. I'm so glad that you find this show helpful. I mean, I feel it's helping. It definitely helps me. You guys have done a lot for me, and I don't take that lightly at all. You guys have offered me an opportunity to do something and to also be a better mother because I have time to do things that I couldn't do when I was working a traditional job. So for that, I'm so grateful that this platform provides opportunities if you are willing to expand on it and invest the time to be able to create something. And if you create something, you will find your tribe.
yes, you're so true. And I appreciate that. And one more thing before I let you go. You've also, I don't know if you've noticed or if someone's told you this, but you've motivated, I know, women to continue to feel like they can grow. I know sometimes we feel
Mhm.
like a certain age that we can't grow. This is my second career. I was a teacher for several years
Oh wow.
before I went back to school. And now, I talk to women who say, or even men, like who we're just in conversation. This is all I've ever done. I don't know anything else. And I'm like, well, there's always more opportunities to learn. You just have to put yourself out there. And to see you make the transition and flourish in one area and then flourish in another, I think it gives definite hope that if you have a dream and you put the work into it, those dreams will flourish into greater opportunities. And I know they're taking off for you in different ways. And so I just would appreciate you just being a model and a standard for a YouTuber as well.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you guys pouring all the positivity into me, even the feedback. I'm going to just mention that too. When you guys have feedback that sometimes is, even when it's prickly or sometimes I've done something maybe I shouldn't have done, I I take it. I take it. So I appreciate that so much. I love positive feedback, but even when it's something that may be a little like ouch,
Mm.
I still consider it because I know people are watching, they're watching for a reason. And, I take it all and I welcome it all. But thank you so much.
So
Thank you for
welcome.
supporting. I appreciate you being out here and really making the community what it is because it's every single person makes the community.
Mm. Well, we're together in this. I appreciate
Thank you. Okay, you take care and I appreciate the birthday wishes. Thank
it.
you. Okay, thank you. Okay, take care. Okay. Chef. So I have V coming up next, okay? And then after V is Yolanda and then K Journey, okay? Hey Chef, how are you?
Hey, Fran, how are you?
Good. How's it going?
It's good. I just wanted to pop in and say happy birthday to my fellow Virgo.
Okay, period. Yes,
You
thank
were
you.
such
I'm
a Virgo. I
accepting.
love it. You were such the Virgo. When I hear you speak, I can so relate. And I was just telling my sister, I said, Fran is so funny.
Oh my God,
What
thank
was I
you.
listening to?
I feel like I'm so New Jersey too. I am so New Jersey to my core. I cannot help myself. But if there are some things that I definitely claim is Virgo and Jersey.
Yeah, definitely. You give off suburban Jersey vibes. But you are Virgo. I was listening to you. You were reviewing Jennifer Williams and her boo thing. When I tell you that was the funniest thing, and people probably won't think it's funny, but what I picked up on, because I'm so in tune to the Virgo thing, but I thought that was so funny. Um, that's it. That's it. Well,
Where's
how you say?
Jennifer's Virgo though? What in the Virgo is going on with Jennifer
I
Williams?
don't
What is
know,
wrong
because
with her?
Virgos. I don't know. Virgos normally don't play, and we got a lot of good Virgos. We have, of course, Beyonce. We have just fun fact. I share birthday
Taraji.
with Maya Adams. I'm September 1st, as
Okay.
well
Mm.
as what's the guy's name? The workout guy, Tybo. Is that his name?
Okay.
Anyway, right, that
What
was
is
his
his the
name.
guy who does type of I know who you're talking about. Billy
Yeah.
Blanks.
Yes, yes, Billy Blanks.
Billy
Yep,
Blanks.
Billy Blanks. We have Taraji's a Virgo. I didn't realize Jennifer Williams is. That's not how most Virgos act. Um
Yes, she's a whole outlier.
Jennifer Hudson is a Virgo as well. I think Jennifer Hudson is a
Okay. Rosie
Virgo.
Perez,
Oh,
Tamron Hall,
is Tamara
um,
okay?
y-
Okay.
yes, Ludacris.
Okay.
Um,
Michael
what I was
Jackson
gonna
was.
say,
He
Michael
was an August
Jackson.
Virgo, but yeah.
He's so sensitive.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm sure with the way he was a giver, even I mean, aside from all the because what he was doing back then wouldn't fly in 2024, but we won't look, it's like
I know. I
you know what?
know.
It wasn't on our watch. He's
Yeah,
older than us. So
yeah,
we're gonna have to let another generation take responsibility for those shenanigans because it wouldn't have been happening right now. It wouldn't
yeah,
like we would be like, ew, no.
yeah,
So
yeah.
no, we're not.
Um, but I was a huge Jackson fan. Just want to put that
We
out
were
there.
all we didn't
Yeah,
know. And
yeah,
because celebrity wasn't so accessible, celebrities were allowed to get away with a lot.
yeah,
Because celebrities have chosen to be out here and be accessible and want to be out here with us, they're gonna get treated like us. They're gonna get some of us treatment and they're gonna be scrutinized and they're gonna have to deal with everything that a normal person would because they are normal people.
yeah,
So they can't hide behind the walls of celebrity. So
yeah. Cameras are out. Everybody's watching. But
I,
just to, from the times of the whole Diddy time, people are coming out acting so surprised if any for the New Yorkers and the people of that time period. That is not surprising. Anything that comes out, and there's some more people that may be exposed. It's just how the times were back then. Not that it made it right, but Diddy was known for shenanigans. And a whole lot of other people. A whole
I
lot of other people.
remember when I was 19 years old, when I first graduated from high school, and I may not have even been 19 yet. I could have been 18. I went to City College, my first City College up on 138th and Convent up in Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the City Universities of New York, and it was the City College unit. Um, we used to, I mean, I had a good friend, and we used to go to the tunnel and we
Yes.
used to go to Mars, and I was maybe 18 or 19 years old, and these were full on nightclubs. There were grown
Yeah.
people there. If you some of these nightclubs in New York, you venture down a hallway and then you venture down some stairs and then you might be in an area like, whoa, what's going on down here?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I went to Nell's, MK. I was probably MK's, which was down in Union Square somewhere. I remember going there to like a bad boyish type party
Mm-hmm.
with like Father MC and Mary J. Blige. Like
Yes, yes, yes.
it was almost
Yes.
like a kind of, you know how they do kind of like these are all of our new acts or whatever.
And
Father
they were
MC,
accessible at the time. You could be right and standing right next to them at these parties back then.
because they were probably still working at CVS or Wal or
Yeah.
was what was the
Death March.
one Pathmark, any Dwayne Reed,
Uh-huh.
they were still working. They were still kids. Um, we were in these places 18, 19, not even 20 years old.
Yeah.
So I
And
don't like,
they were young. So it was
and
just
they were young. Yeah, and they were
yeah.
young. Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
I'm not surprised. And I love some Wendy Williams, but she
mhm.
talked about all that stuff. That's why Wendy got up out of New York the first time and went to Philly. She
They
knows
would
all of
just
those
run
stories.
her they would just run her right off because they didn't want her talking too much about what was going on. Because what was going on in New York and New Jersey, um, not that everything was so bad, but I mean, it wasn't really, if you looked old enough, you could get in. They weren't
Yeah.
asking everybody, they weren't even asking anybody for ID. If you looked old enough, you dressed well, you look like you're there to party. They're there to fill up the clubs with girls. That's what my older sisters used to tell me all the time. Like, you and your
Yeah,
friends will
even
get
when
in.
they
Don't
would
worry
shoot
about
the
it.
videos, um, just side note, I know I sent you a DM way back when
Mhm.
about the owner of what is it? King of Diamonds,
Yes, yes, yes.
right?
Hmm.
So just that era, I know like people, there's a lot of rappers that came from Queens or New York. So it's just the time. It's just the time and stuff was happening. And they would have calls when videos would come out. They would just know. You tell people in the school, oh, so and so shooting a video, and you go to the video shoot. You go to the video shoot. You could be any age. It was the thing, and then you talked about it in school the next day. So,
Hmm.
of course,
It's
not.
just something that went down, something that happened.
Yeah,
And it wasn't like today, people pulling permits and all kinds of stuff. People showed
yeah,
up, they had cameras. I mean, maybe more professional shoots and later on in time, but early on, no.
yeah,
Stuff was very amateur, unless you were dealing with people who had real money and real record contracts. But some of the people who were just kind of brand new independent artists, things like that, it was all going down a nightclub somewhere in, pretty much in Manhattan, but it could have been going down anywhere. But yeah, a lot of the stuff that was acceptable back then isn't anymore. But
right.
one thing I would wonder is, when is it going to come out stuff about like the champagne rooms and all the back rooms at nightclubs? Well, like say strip clubs and gentlemen clubs,
Mhm.
because there's a lot that was and still does go on, lots of prostitution, things
Still
like that.
is.
When is that going to come out? That's what I
Yeah,
want to know. Because, if this stuff is coming out, eventually someone's going to be mad and start exposing all of the money that some of these high rollers spend in strip
yeah.
clubs, walking out spending $100,000, stuff like that, crazy. And some of these bigger clubs. I think I lost V Lenore. V, if you're still there, call back, hon. Um, thank you so much for my birthday
You
wishes,
are very
Chef. Is there
welcome.
anything else you wanted to talk about? How's it? What's
No,
your thoughts on Nesto and what's coming up? He's got
um,
court next week. And then he's got
I'm just
divorce court
listening.
the week after.
I'm just listening. I was hoping that Shirley got divorced. Uh, that's it. At this point, I'm just looking for something new. The calls are interesting, but it's not like it was when we first heard. When we first
We're
heard, even
spoiled
though
now.
it's still some stuff out there. You're like, he's just really crazy. He is. I love everything that he's getting. I love everything for him. I love that. His calls are in the documents or now, right?
Right.
I love
Okay.
that that he just is such he's such a jerk. He's such a jerk, and I'm happy for Shirley that she will be F and F, right? So
Mm-hmm.
but other than that, I don't really listen to the Wade Wilson. I don't want to take on that energy. It's enough that I got so engrossed in Nesto. So I don't think I could take on anybody else. But
It's a different vibe. I'd rather deal like Sarah Boone. Like I keep up with Wade, but now that Wade has we know how that story ends. For me, I'm not that interested in him as a person. So I agree with you there.
okay.
We already know how the story ends. So it's kind of like it's I'm not interested in the girlfriends and his sexcapades.
Yeah, yeah,
Not to say that
yeah,
other people are. It just doesn't it's not as interesting to me as some of the
yeah.
other things. If something interesting comes up, then we'll talk about it. But overall. But I'm
Yes,
gonna
I'm letting you
read
go
this
take
note.
your calls. I just wanted to say
Okay.
that happy birthday, and I'm always in the bushes. So enjoy
Thank you,
your day,
Chef. I
enjoy your
appreciate you
birthday.
so much.
Yes, 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 of course.
Thank
Goodbye, everybody.
you.
Alrighty.
All right. Take care. Okay. Bye bye. Okay, I got Yolanda coming up. Yolanda, let me read this real quick from V. V, thank you so much for this super sticker. V said, "Happy birthday, Fran. Thank you for being a friend and listening ear. You are the best. Gotta run to a meeting. I'll hit you back later." That was very sweet. Thank you so much. And thank you for the birthday love. Thank you. One of the kids in the pickup line yesterday sent me a heart like that. And I was just like, some of you guys may have been watching because I did like a really quick member only video yesterday on the pickup line. Yolanda, how are you? I think, oh yeah, I was about to say you're on mute.
Okay, let me. How are you? Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you so
You're
much. I'm
so
so happy.
cute. I know.
Thank
I was like,
you.
I didn't think you were coming on today, girl. I was in the kitchen making my breakfast. I was like, there's
I
Fran
went to get my
on
nails
her birthday.
done.
I see. So
I
pretty.
love your nails. Your
The
nails are
last
beautiful.
time you mentioned that color, I think I bought it. So,
Bubble bath
yes. But I was like,
is my
what's this bubble
favorite.
bath? OPI, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
much like a nude. K Journey,
Mm-hmm.
hold on, and Vicky, hold on, okay? Yeah, I like it because it's not clear and it
Mm-hmm.
gives just a little finished look
Mm-hmm.
to if you really don't love to wear nail polish.
Yeah.
That's what
Just a
I
little
like
pop of
nudes. I
color.
hate to say,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Enough to
Yeah, I
look
just
finished. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah. I just wanted to come up and wish you a happy birthday.
Thank
I
you
did
so
catch your
much.
live earlier on the other channel. And I
Thank
just wanted
you.
to say when you mentioned about doing like an event, I was like, "Ooh,
Mhm.
that'd be cute to go to Charlotte for like a weekend."
I don't know why I feel like no one's going to show up, but if you guys are going to show up, I feel like I need to put out a pre kind of Google Doc to really
Mhm.
gauge interest cuz I feel like even if there were 25 of us, cool. Even though if there was 10,
Right. Right.
it could be very cute. But the more the merrier. And there are places where we can that are I mean, obviously hotels, but there are a couple of places that I know that are very nice that have
Mhm.
spa amenities and things like that that can accommodate. There's a couple of hotels that can like accommodate group events and they have like spas and things like that. Cause we're a golf resort type We're golf country, so there's lots
Mhm.
of golf resorts and things like that. So there are places with amenities that I think Bougie Gang could be into. Um, and I think we
Mhm.
could do something fun,
Yeah.
where it could be, a little true crime, a little tea, a little,
Mhm.
self care, a little just get to know each other mixer type thing. Nothing too serious, but still have a good time, somewhat of like a
Yeah.
retreat.
Uh,
Um,
just some ideas. There's something here. I'm in Illinois area, and
mhm.
there's something here. I forgot the name of it, but it's like a place that you go and you compete like you're on Wheel of Fortune, like those shows that Steve hosts.
Ooh,
It's like you
yes.
get people together. I wonder, do they have anything like that in Charlotte, or like an escape room, or I don't
Oh
know,
yeah,
just
yeah. If I feel like
yeah.
if there were enough of us and people
Mm-hmm.
wanted to do like say there's a group that want to go or everybody would want to go, that could be something to set up a couple of little like excursions where
Yeah.
people want to do this or people want to do that type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really need to get something together because I feel like this is such a beautiful community. And I do feel like some of you guys want to get to know each other. Some people are building actual friendships
Mm-hmm.
and it might be nice to just get together on some networking and just some
Yeah.
bougie gang, Um, so
Yeah. Just
I really do feel like it's time. I don't know what I just, how sometimes that part in you when you feel something, but then you're kind of like, they're not,
girl,
girl, they're not coming. And
girl,
I don't know
look.
why I do that to myself, but
Yeah,
I
just
probably
like
would be in
504
tears.
said, just like 504 said earlier, she was like, "Girl, we grown, we'll be there."
Okay.
And I watch like some other YouTubers every now and then, and they have things like this all the time, like they're real stars. I'm like, "Girl,
Okay.
okay,
I mean, look, we're friends. We don't just be
right?
friends. Okay.
Mhm,
And people
mhm,
would be like, what's Bougie Gang? Why do they have those sweatshirts on and backpacks? Because we're minding our business. We're minding our business
right,
with our tote bags full of stuff. Yes. We're having a good
exactly.
time. We're
Yeah,
having-
so whenever you get a chance, I know you're busy. We watch you all the time. We got to see, we kind of see that you're, working mom and wife. So we know you're busy. So whenever you get together, that'll
I
be
love you
great.
guys though. It's my pleasure. So it's my
Yeah.
pleasure to do this because that's how I get to be this stay-at-home mom. It's really you guys. So
Mm-hmm.
I hate to overstate it, but I can't understate it. That this is really something that you guys really support, and I appreciate it very
Mm-hmm.
much.
Yeah. Just a
Well,
couple of things. Jennifer
mhm.
Soto, is that her name? Madeline's
Girl,
mom, Jennifer.
yes,
Girl,
a
I want to
mess.
fight her. Just a dummy. Girl, what?
You got to listen to that video. Did you watch
Uh
the docket? Did you watch the docket?
no, no,
When you
no, I
listen
didn't.
to that, the 3 hours, if you start watching it after I go off, you'll be done by the time you get home from work or whatever you got going on. You will be like, this bitch.
That's the name
If
of
they don't,
the channel, the docket.
it's called the docket. I'll try to find it while we're talking and I will definitely
Okay.
share it. It's a 3 hour, it's in the days right after Maddie went missing.
Mm.
And basically, this is the police. They're towards the end of the first interview, which is an hour and a half. He's like, do you know where Madeline is? Like, can you tell us? He told her. So the police detective told her, K Journey, I see you. And Vicky, just hold tight one more minute. Um, he told her, he showed her a picture of Maddie slumped over, and she goes, that's her sleeping in the front. And he said, she's not sleeping. And he said,
The
and she
detective
says,
showed the mom that.
yeah, the picture
Oh,
that they caught leaving out from the apartment complex, she said,
oh,
that's
okay.
Maddie in the front sleeping. And he says, she's not sleeping. And she
Girl.
had no audible reaction. Then he
Mm.
tells her, here's another picture. He was showing her some printouts of video. Then
Mm-hmm.
he says, she said, what's that? He said, that's Stefan throwing stuff away in the trash cans.
Mm.
And she goes, well, what was that? And was it clothes? And he said, well, why did you say clothes? And she said, I don't know. I just didn't know what it was. It doesn't look like trash, but I'm not sure what it is. He said, it's Maddie's um, backpack, her computer, and one crock.
Oh
And
my
she
God.
didn't have a response.
She's
Like, and then one more thing, he tells her, we're shifting this from a missing person to a homicide. No response.
That's very strange. I was done with her on the I don't know, last call or whatever when you mentioned she told them to get out of bed and go upstairs or something because she needed to get some sleep. What?
Girl.
What?
Look, there's nothing
Ah,
you can tell me that she did not know what he had going on with that girl. She had
me
been
either.
violated.
Yeah.
She had
Yeah.
been, I would say, a date rape. She's bipolar
Mhm.
too. And I'm not
Mhm.
downplaying date rape, so don't even. It's just she'd been date raped, so she's experienced some trauma. But I think her trauma is is prior.
Right.
She's dingy, she's goofy, she's stupid.
Yeah.
She went for a job. Okay, please don't take anyone who's been in this type of situation. There's no I'm no victim blaming here. She went for a job interview. The guy interviewed her. She didn't get the job, and then he proceeds to ask her out on a date. He asked her out on a date. They went on a date, and then she gets date raped. She says she has
Oh,
PTSD from
God.
that, and she's on disability, and she's bipolar too. Sis, she
Ugh.
told the police officer all her business. She never asked a question. What is the outlook for my daughter? Are there any good leads? Nothing he asked her would she follow up on. The
Mhm.
questions I recall, not saying that these are the only questions that she asked, but the questions that I recall her asking was how much time in prison do you get for doing something like this? And then all of a sudden she
Strange.
starts throwing out some random, I can't fucking believe he lied to me and da 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 da. It's like, ma'am, your daughter's been missing for like 4 days now. They found a more pictures in the phone than one person can count in 10
Mhm.
minutes of
Mhm.
all kinds of disgusting pictures of
Yeah.
this man. And you're like, what? So yeah, it's
Girl.
3 hours. You got to hear it. They just
Yeah.
got it
I'll
from
look it
maybe the
up.
state.
I'll look it up and find it.
Go. It's called the
Yeah.
channel's called The Docket, but I'll share it on my community post. I meant to share it earlier, but
Yeah.
I immediately left out and just got
Are
back
you
home.
you're gonna follow this trial whenever this
Oh, I'm
starts? A
following it. I
mess.
just haven't been reporting on it like a lot. We
Yeah.
talk about it every blue moon,
Mhm.
but I
Yeah.
haven't done like a dedicated because I didn't know if you guys were really watching it like that. So we've been doing Sarah. I like to try to mix it up, a little
Yeah.
bit of true
Sarah
crime and a little
crazy.
bit of celebrity
Uh-huh.
stupidness.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because that is really, really heavy. Because I had to back off of it a
It's a
little
lot.
bit too.
Yeah.
Because I was getting a little, I'm like, she's girl, please. My daughter is 28 and no way. No way. Just crazy. Anyway, Jennifer and what's his name? Crisco?
Yes.
Girl.
Crisco's good. The $6 million man.
What you was calling him the $6 million man? Girl, I almost fell out my chair. Friend,
A
stupid.
mess.
$6 million.
A
Get
mess.
out of here.
You got
Six
six
million
million
dollars.
dollars, but you haven't paid off your restitution.
And last week or whenever that was, when mom was shouting out her Instagram and you looked up her book and you read that excerpt, I was like, what? Okay, yeah.
Let me
I'm
tell
getting.
you, if you guys go to mom's Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
you see everything on there. Okay? That's all I'm
Mm,
saying. We'll go through it in the back of the back of the back one day. Um
yeah. But you read
Everybody
that and
is on there.
you was like, that's like chapter 6 or page 6 or something. I'm like, that's it? What? Yeah, I need to be more creative too. I'm gonna write a book. I've had some interesting things in my life. I'm like, I think I could write better than that. What in the
You should. If people
world?
are doing that, you could do it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
Don't
I just
judge
wanted to
yourself too harshly.
girl, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm sure I can write a book way better than that with a little bit more imagination. I would not be giving out all my family details like that. I'm like,
No, not at
girl,
all.
you make up some names. What are you doing? Happy
Thank you for my
birthday.
happy birthday.
Love
Oh,
you.
thank
You are
you. Love you
great,
too.
great. We love your channel. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you so
Enjoy the
much.
rest of your day, okay?
Okay, you take care, sis. Thank
Okay.
you. All right,
Bye bye.
bye-bye. K Journey. Hey, baby. Thank you for holding. Vicky, you're next, hon. Hi,
No
Kay.
problem. I'm gonna try not to be loud, but I can't help it. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, girl! Hi! How you doing? Happy birthday, my love!
Thank you.
Listen, I said let me take this opportunity to hop up on here and shout out happy birthday, but I also
Thank
want to say this.
you.
Like it's a network of you guys now that are transforming how YouTube looks. I don't want to put black on it because I don't want to limit it, but you guys are opening the door so that it's not just seen as Black YouTube. I'm loving
Okay.
this energy. I
Oh,
am
thank
so
you.
happy. No problem, because I've been in these YouTube streets since 2019, and I'm so happy that people like yourself, V. Lenore, even phone calls from prison came along, because it's a real certified YouTube tribe for my girl,
Hmm.
grown woman vibes. Like,
Yes, she's so
the,
sweet. I love her. She's very
listen,
sweet.
and I feel so good about y'all connecting. Y'all have different
Mhm.
perspectives, different styles, different things going on with life, but it just it meshes so well, the way that you guys do things. You can add your own perspective with the factual situations. You guys can look at the
Mhm.
facts and say, well, I wonder if they considered this. I love the way it is. It's like my own cable network TV with having you guys
Oh.
come together, but you guys are really reshaping what YouTube looks like for us and how we are a part of mainstream. Like your
Mhm.
channels now, I'm getting access to other channels that I would have never even thought would show up on my, guess my For You page or my channel recommended. It's more than just the beef sector or this and that, and I'm loving that, and it's good to see it. You guys are evolving it for us and saying, hey, we're here to stay, we're people just like them, treat us accordingly. And when I tell you I love that, I dead ass love it. I love
Oh,
it.
thank
I
you.
love it.
Thank you.
And that's all I wanted to say. And I'm so sad that I just found you this year, but I'm happy I
It's
got it
right on
better late than never,
time.
right?
Right on
Right.
time, and then you can hit those playlists and go into the
Hmm.
inventory and see, kind of see everything. And to your point, I think that when people say things like it's just the Black community, why does the Black
Hmm.
community, why does let me tell you something. You go to these anyone else's commentary channel, whatever race,
Hmm.
space, culture,
Hmm.
they are bickering, arguing,
Yep.
reading and checking just like we do. So people want to
Yep.
think these white women, they will check another white woman. They will try to
Hmm.
check us too, but but people also know, what I'm saying? Like at the end of the
Right.
day, I think when you are exposed to different YouTube and a
Yep.
variety of YouTube, you see that YouTubers are pretty similar.
Yep.
It's not just one culture, race,
Yep.
or anything doing whatever.
Hmm.
Um,
Yep.
but
Yep.
of course, we have our own. This is
Right.
its own unique community
Right.
of intelligent women who aren't just
Right.
talking about like damn are using synthetic or and
Right.
that community has a place too. The hair
Yep.
community is definitely valid, but we're not we're being petty on with a purpose. We
Yep.
are we are researching, we are discussing, we are debating different topics. We're talking a lot about life. We're definitely talking a lot about
Exactly.
life. And
Exactly.
I so appreciate the thoughtfulness because oftentimes you guys do sometimes bubble something up and like, I didn't think of it that way.
Yep.
Not that I see every perspective, but I love when you guys give me a nugget and I'm just like, that was interesting. Someone in the audience said that like about a week ago, and maybe it didn't hit me at that moment, but then it hits me
Right.
later. Um,
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
I love that about you guys, and I appreciate that
Absolutely.
very much.
And I love it too, because what I'm seeing now is that it's not just Black women over here. We have
No,
respectable white women over here too. And they're not
period.
afraid. They feel
Everybody.
safe. They know it's gonna be different opinions. They know when to chime, like, okay, that's not my place. Let me fall back. Or they may reach out to you guys on the side. But I love just seeing the people coming in like a bag of Skittles. I'm loving it. That's all I want to say, Boo. And
Thank you so much. Thank
happy
you.
birthday! Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, Vicky.
Hey,
Vicky to the
listen.
veil. Hey,
Hey,
Vicky. Okay,
let me
put
walk
your
outside.
red dress on.
Me-
Look at you. Look at Vicky to the veil.
Girl, that's AI,
I
of
know, but
course.
girl, there's a whole lot of AI going on.
Well, from
This is
one
AI behind me. I don't have a greenery wall in the house just in case. Like I'm not in my birthday room. So this is some AI behind me. So
from one Creole to another. Joyeux
okay.
anniversaire, okay? And I
Merci,
just
merci.
I just wanted to say yes, I agree. Since we're shouting out, giving out our sentiments towards you, I really do appreciate you. I found your channel, even though it's through this little tricky Nesto stuff, and it's
Hmm.
a serious case, and we get kicks and giggles out of it. I love your commentary on it. That's why you
Oh,
always see me
thank
going
you.
back on your old videos and commenting. I'm like, because
I love
sometimes
that you do that.
when you get in your silly bag, it's like okay.
Oh my God.
When you do his voice, there's one. He said, I ain't had nothing. I ain't never had nothing. I ain't getting no anniversary. I need a lie detector test. I'm like, and now when we get to see your face, I'm like, okay, I can just see her.
You
I
have to
can see.
bubble that one up. Sometimes when you comment, I'm like, this is a good video. I do you notice that sometimes I do share them
Yes.
as throwbacks? Like
Yeah.
when you guys go into the old bag and look at old stuff and comment, I sometimes go back and watch those videos and I will share them as a throwback or make a short because there's stuff in there. We have listened to hours and hours, hundreds of hours of his audio over the past year. We've listened to 2 years worth of audio in a year. And
Yeah.
there's still more. You phone calls from prison will tell you there's still more. Oh my God, the CG voice. I'm super excited for Jen.
Oh,
I'm
CG. So
super
when you,
excited to make her a wife.
I had only watched one video of him, and that was their little cooking video,
Oh
and
my God, they're so stupid.
I didn't really pay attention to him. I was just like,
He's
oh,
so
he's sweet, and she's about to get played. I was like, okay, she got her a sweet man. I said, okay, that's fine. And
I don't think he knows it though.
you don't
Like
think so?
well, okay, let me take that back. I think maybe he's bi, maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the man is. Um I don't know. I think from what I saw look, he might be I think he's a lot of things.
I
I
think he's
do.
a lot of
And
things too. I think he seems like he's a hypersexual guy, and generally
very sexual, very sexual.
from my just my experience in life, a lot of those men tend to be they are on the bi spectrum, and
Because there's no ceiling to the sex.
yeah.
Interesting perspective. If you watch on Jen and CG the episode that they did Talk Dirty to Me, they were drinking and doing like some prompting kind of sexual cards. And he says he has a fantasy that he wants to play out and it's not going to happen till their wedding night. And you know exactly, ain't nobody want no back door on the wedding night. This dude better like what other kind of fantasy is happening on the wedding night? Ain't nobody wants to think about their wedding night and some back door. He's out of his mind. But he's 30 and she's damn 30, was he 31 and she's going to be 50 in a few days. Sir, I'm just going to tell you if you happen to see this, you're not getting back door on a wedding night in Paris. You're just not unless she is drunk and you give her some sort of like
Roofie
edible.
or
Yeah,
yeah,
unless your
something.
wedding cake has marijuana in it and she's drank a lot of champagne, you're not getting any. Nobody wants that.
So so I just want to understand what's going on with him. They gave him 2 days. He can check out for his wedding, and then he
Mhm.
has to report back in to serve the rest of his time, right? For his
Mhm.
probation violation. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, he
I
got
think he
lucky.
got some privilege. I He obviously got some privilege. If that had been a poor man or just girl, why did I put birthday? I got to correct that. I was so excited to go live and I typoed, but that's okay. Um I hate that the judge did that, but I guess she was trying look, there's enough. He's got two baby moms and the fact that he wants to wife someone up, not that that's like he should get a cookie for that, but we, if our culture is going to support marriage, but I feel like there's other people who probably wanted to go to a wedding or were,
A funeral.
positioned to be married, a funeral, and weren't afforded that privilege. He had a lawyer. Um, he'd already broken the rules. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I was very disappointed with the judge for giving him that courtesy, but I don't know. I feel
I
like if it was, I don't know. I don't want to say if it was a male judge or if it had been Paige, Judge Page. Um, if she would have been like, well, here's the thing. you're not going to your wedding. I don't know if she would have done that. You know what I mean? I don't know if Judge Glanville would have been like, nah, you're staying in jail. You got 15 days, figure it out. Like, that's not my problem to solve. I
I
just don't
kind of
think it
had
was
a
fair.
I kind of had a feeling that I know Fulton is kind of over. If he was reporting to Fulton, I think it's kind of overcrowded. So I mean, it's a probation violation. I figured they would.
Oh, he was in Cobb. No, he was
He
in
was in
DeKalb. Excuse
he
me,
was in
DeKalb.
DeKalb. Okay,
Hmm.
so I don't know about their crowding and their jail capacity. If it's just a probation violation, a lot of times, especially even out here in Vegas, they'll just it's 3 days and you're out. You get processed out because the judge they need the room. But for him, he's been in and out of the country. He's been traveling. He hasn't gotten a travel pass from his probation officer. They have proof many, many times, and it is privilege. I'm just going to put it out there. It's privilege.
Right. They extended him some privilege, and I don't know based on what, because he is nobody's, no one's special son. He's not making his own big money. He does have a prominent woman. I think it was he came with a lawyer. They look like a nice couple, even though Simone from Girl Is That Legal did submit those documents. I don't think they were addressed, but I think if he comes back again, the prosecutor read them, but he hadn't been charged. He hadn't been convicted with anything. So they really couldn't hold him to any of that. Um, but if he messes up again, I think it's going to be a problem. So,
My two last things. Like I said, I thank you because I found you at the right time, especially in my professional career. Because I was kind of I'm having that professional crisis of where do I go from here, or and how do I handle things at work. And like sometimes you always give that good word where it's like, oh, okay, she's been in HR, she understands how these things work, and it's soluble device that I can advice, pardon me, that I can use, that I take with me, that I think about, and it's legitimate to where I can apply it to everyday instances now that we're working in the office more and more now. We got so comfortable working at home that you just kind of got lax on things, and I have to change. So I really, really appreciate finding your channel, and I appreciate all of the advice and the words that you dispense. And I also sent you something on Instagram. I found Sonia's trans twin.
what? Hold on. Okay. On
To
Real
the
Talk you sent
Real
it?
Talk Bougie,
Okay.
yes.
Oh my god. Son. I think wait, I hope this isn't the person I feel like someone sent me something like this before. Look at Cardi B and the baby, y'all. Get it,
Girl,
Cardi. Okay, baby number 3. Sis got a family. Okay.
I
That's
hope she
nice.
I hope she gets her a nice man, and she stays offline. She's a Libra like me. We're too sensitive sometimes. You sometimes you just got to stay offline and not respond.
Yeah, let it go. Is that a man?
That's the Lady Chablis from Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, and
You
she
know what?
was
I
a
was wondering. I remember that.
that is
She is a real person in Charleston, right?
in Savannah. She's
Yeah.
passed away now, but she was a very famous performer in Savannah.
Like a cabaret type singer.
Yeah, like
Just a little entertainer, local clubs, and
yeah.
do her little zoo doo 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 doo.
But I was looking at the ears, the nose, the cheekbones. I said, this is Sonia, especially.
Sonia is not holding on well. I feel like Sonia looks tired in the past year. The difference between Sonia when we first started seeing her to now, I feel like there are marked differences. Thank you to everyone in the chat. All these happy birthdays are amazing. Thank you so much, y'all. Y'all are really spoiling me, and I appreciate it so much. I love it so much. Thank you.
But
Um,
I'm gonna get back to work. But I
okay.
appreciate you, and happy birthday, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I hope you continue to get spoiled.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I will, and I am, and thank you so much. I appreciate you, Vicky. Okay,
Take
take
care. Bye
care.
bye.
Bye. Okay, guys. Oh my God. Okay. So we didn't do cake. I did buy a cake for us to cut, but whatever. We'll have some cake later. I'm gonna come back. Um, because I heard that someone might be singing a birthday song for me later. I don't know. I have to find out where to go to report to get that. I don't know if that happens here or over to my friend's house, but I might be getting, maybe I probably have to go to her place to get my birthday song sung to me. So I'm so excited. And if you're in the bushes, just let me know where I need to be to come get my birthday song, because I love you guys so much. You guys are just amazing. You guys put the in amazing. Okay. Period. Wishing you many more birthdays. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for all you do. Houston Foodie, thank you so much. The Duchess, thank you. You guys are showing out. I'm going to really have to think long and hard what to do with what you have, what the all of the many blessings that y'all have put off on me. Thank you. On today, okay? I know one thing, for the past couple years, I usually get like a Joe Malone or something, and I'll get it engraved like Bougiegang birthday. Because I think I've done that the last 2 or 3 years. So of course we'll be doing that again. And then we'll be doing something else. So I probably just something I just need to take a look at my wish list, and I will pull something from that, and I will make sure I will of course share it with you guys so that you guys know that it's definitely on some gifts. So I'm gonna do some things from my wish list for all that you guys have gifted me with. Um, what? Thank you. I will take that. Okay. Thank you. Aw, I love you guys. You let me tell you something. If I was feeling low on the totem pole today, you know how Nesto says, I'm low on the totem pole. Um, I wouldn't be after this conversation. You guys are just pouring into me, pouring in, and I accept every bit of it. Thank you. Thank you, Make It Rain. Okay. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Look at all these happy birthdays. Let me tell you something. It's such a blessing. Okay, what else do we want to talk about? All right, let me find this video real quick, and I'm gonna share it with y'all. Um, where is Sir's channel? Now, he's gonna interrupt a couple of times, but it's nothing on the level that I do. Okay. He's gonna be like, at this time, such and such was going on. At that time, it's very non bothersome. Okay. So if you go over there, just check out the video. I'm not telling anyone to subscribe to anything. Do what you got to do. I'm just saying this is an interesting video. If you are keeping up with Jennifer Soto and the daughter who passed away at the hands of mom's fugazi ass, stupid ass, pedo ass boyfriend. Um, but this is the dangers. I mean, you guys know. I can't say that I understood from the perspective. I used to hear women say, "Yeah, I don't choose to date, until my kids get to be a certain age." And I so understand, because you could have someone very evil and predator in your home. And not that I ever thought that that was not a, what I mean, like, oh, you should just date. But especially being in the mommy sector, we see a lot of, very dumb, slow behavior and risky behavior that can cause your child's life, right? This is a perfect example of some of the, and I don't even want to say hypervigilance, the vigilance that's required as a parent, because we've seen our share of men having not the mother in the house, right? Like the crazy, not the mother, the crazy girlfriend, the crazy stepmom. Sometimes these kids, you decide to break up with your significant other that you produced a child with. Sometimes they don't really need to be exposed to your bullshit until give them a minute to grow up and not have to be exposed to certain things. Because remember Letitia Stouch, whatever her name was, the one who killed the little boy. Like it's both sexes now. It's not just the men. It's certainly not just the women. There are some crazy females out here, but there's also, most of the time we end up talking about mom's crazy boyfriend, and that's on some mom's crazy boyfriend. Okay. Um, and so I just dropped the link. It's a channel called The Docket. I dropped the link to the actual video. I will share it on my community post. Um, at the point in this video when it picks up, it's kind of slow, but like if you're following this case or you're not sure, listen. Jen is complicit. Jen knows what the hell was going on. Jen, I believe, knows a lot more than what she's saying. And I think that she was fully aware, and I don't know how she was raised, but I believe that she's fully aware that Madeline was in a relationship with this man. And they said it like that. Did you know? They said something about, we believe that Stefan and your daughter were in a relationship. She said, they were like, well, why would you allow your daughter to go have sleepovers, quote unquote, with the man? And she said, because they would beg me all the time because they wanted to watch movies till late. And I was just being selfish because I just wanted to get some sleep. Why are you living in a house where your daughter doesn't have a bedroom? Why have you created a situation where your daughter sleeps with you, and your daughter sleeps with you? All of a sudden you have a boyfriend and you think it's a good idea to have not the father sleeping in the bed? You know what I'm saying? I mean, every blue moon, my daughter might get a blanket and sleep on top of the covers and sleep down the bottom of the bed, or get a blow up from one of the closets and go put it off to the side of my bed because she wants to sleep in our room or sleep in the recliner. I've got a recliner chair in the room. She doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? But that is her father. Okay. Now, still at a certain point in life, it's kind of like, you're a big girl now, let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff. But not the father, not the mother. I just don't think that's access reserved for blood parents and very intimate people who really, 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 really have the child's best interest at heart. Not some dude that you broke up with 6 months ago who can't get his life together, who's addicted to anti-anxiety medication, and who is way too over concerned about a 12-year-old. Because keep in mind, she had just turned 13. So, ma'am had, this went on for way too long. But I've been watching it. I just hadn't talked a lot about it because we have other stories we're covering, and it's hard to cover every story, but that's a true crime story that I follow. So if you guys want to talk more about it, the trial has not started yet. The trial is supposed to be starting, I think, in October. We're going to see how that goes, but he's probably going to be, this is going to be a death penalty case. Is Jen going to be charged? We don't know, but we're going to keep our eye on it. We just haven't been doing all the true crime investigations on the front end. I've supplied some of the documents on the back end and Patreon. Sometimes I share stuff over here. I did get a ton of stuff. I got like a whole download from Orange County like about a month or so ago. And there's stuff that's been shared online. The docket has shared stuff. The channel that showed up to the Nesto video, the Nesto divorce plunder, she had the divorce stuff like about a month or so ago. Nesto and Shirley, she does a lot more of this case, that type of stuff. So very interesting. There is a whole community of people that are hardcore serious about it, and I'm probably I'm one of those, but I'm in the bushes. But yeah, I've been I've been following this case. Absolutely. It's just kind of hard to talk about because he's so gross. But I'll start sharing more. And maybe we'll dedicate a one, how we do Sarah once a week, Jennifer and then once a week. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I can't be consumed with that every day because I do have a 13-year-old in the house, and I don't even like to talk about this whole situation when she's around. So even though she knows about life and she hears about these stories because we watch the news and things like that, but I don't, some things you don't really need to know It's a lot. It's too much and it's a lot for this type of but the type of stuff that Stearns was doing, we don't I hope and pray to God we don't know anybody like that. My first thought is we don't know anybody like that, but even if we do, they know not to mess with us like that. Okay? Because yeah, we keep her so close, you know. But some of this stuff is awful. Yeah. Hi, snacking a meal. Hey. It is. It's very hard to talk about. It's good. I'm going to say the good thing that has come out of this case, to be quite honest, is that there are some very open, healthy, frank conversations going on about mom's fucking boyfriend and not the mother. That crazy bitch, not the mother. Not to say all of you bonus moms are bad people, because we're not saying that. Not the mother, that crazy bitch. Because if you guys saw the news recently, there was a woman who killed somebody's child and had the dog, like some weird, like, y'all, there's some really bad people out here that it's like you have to definitely pray and definitely cover your children and be their best advocate if you don't feel like they're going someplace safe, because some of these people that are in your ex's life mean your children no good because they can't stand you, or he talks shit about you behind your back and all that kind of stuff. If you're not sure, you can't send your kid. And I know sometimes there's court orders and it's very complicated, but there are kids dying every single day because of this type of um I don't want to say behavior, but these type of people who are lurking about trying to wreak havoc because they're upset because they're now in a relationship with someone who was in a relationship with someone who they may still care about or they actually may hate. And we don't know what aspect of that spectrum that they're triggering. You might have a jealous bitch, or you might have a, oh, okay, I can handle that type bitch. You know what I'm saying? You might have someone crazy. And then on the not the fathered scenario, he might just be, he might know that somebody's slow and he's coming for your beautiful child. So I'm glad this is these conversations are going on, because I never really had those conversations and never really put it in the front of my consciousness, but it's worth talking about, and someone needs this to be able to recognize and realize and know when they could potentially be in danger, because these are very crazy times out here right now. And these are important conversations that don't just need to be reserved for someone else, because it could be you, it could be your daughter's friend. Just imagine all these kids who lost a friend. You know what I'm saying? The kids who had to come back to school and their classmate didn't come back, and what she endured, right? Awful. But the silver lining, if there is one, is that it's providing awareness and conversation so that this can hopefully not happen again. The families, it's amazing when the families don't like somebody. Like George's family hated Sarah. George is dead. The family could not stand Stefan. When Maddie had her birthday party and Ma'am could not go, Stefan wasn't at the birthday party with Maddie because Stefan was not welcome at her mother's house. But you still got that man in your house. You're a grown ass woman and your mom doesn't like your boyfriend so much that he's not even welcome to the house. He's bad news. And look what happened. Your slow, stupid ass. You had to have him in your life. And now look what happened to your daughter. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You have to guard your mind, but I think also providing awareness is definitely good. So we'll keep up on the case, and stick your pinky toe in wherever it's appropriate and safe for you. Um and anyone else, because yeah, I don't plan to make it like a feature, but I think we definitely it's definitely it's a case that needs to be covered, and Jennifer needs to be held accountable as a mother, because I tell you what, if that was, I hate to say it, she is Puerto Rican, so she's not a white woman per se, but I don't know what kind of privilege she seems to be getting. I'm just saying, I've do you guys remember the case of the woman who crossed in the middle of a traffic, like she wasn't at a traffic light, she was crossing and she was running to get the bus, and I think one of her kids got killed, got hit, and she was held responsible for that. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know why Jennifer is still out, but my only thought is that they're still trying to get information from her to secure Stefan. But considering that they have so much evidence on Stefan, let's go. I mean, Jennifer has at least some reasonable responsibility in this, because she turned a blind eye to something very gross, and it was going on right up under her nose, and she might not have even turned a blind eye. She may have even condoned it. Um, Jen has issues. Not an excuse. I'm just saying the reason why she doesn't see things how we see things, she got a screw loose up in there. She has very different morals and ways. Listening to her on these audios, listen to that audio and we'll talk about it, okay? Listen to that audio. The audio does not match up with the meek, scared woman on those television interviews. This woman doesn't give a fuck about her kid. Um, yes, I am. She doesn't give a fuck about her kid, and it's going to give you a different perspective. Okay, you guys listen and watch that for homework, and then we will talk about it, like, let's say Saturday or something. Talk about it for like an hour. Um Thank you, Patty Patty. I'm not even gonna, girl, I'm gonna highlight that comment for you. Know I'm going, girl. I am full time on this. I tried to watch some of her long interview and sounds. So you know what? Put it on 1.25. Put it on 1.25 or 1.5 and just listen. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all of the cash apps. I will come back later. It'll be on some late this evening after we come back from dinner. When I light up the cake. Okay. I got another cake, but I don't know. I don't know. You guys will see me a little bit later. Okay. I'm gonna enjoy a little bit of this day. Thank you guys. Okay. Thank you. All right. I'll see you guys a little bit later. All right. Take care. Oh, wait, let me do it like this so you guys can get the happy birthday sign. Okay. Yes. 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 Yes.